agradable.
As the head of the 7 primordial angels, he was the leader of the group, and all the responsibilities fell upon his shoulders. All decisions were left to Feldway's will, without the possibility of consulting others. When Veldonova left, there was no way to escape the pressure. To everyone's dismay, Feldway remained at the forefront as a leader. It was inevitable that Feldway, who made all the decisions on his own, would be out of step with his colleagues. Feldway's fault was that he did not care about what his colleagues thought. The accumulation of such a situation led to discord, and without Feldway realizing it, he gradually lost grip of the group. As a result, the group lost their cohesiveness. Whether it was fortunate or unfortunate, Feldway was unaware of this reality. After several hundred years, there was no sign of Veldanova's return. Feldway wondered why. Then a thought occurred to him. Could it be that Veldonova has abandoned us? Otherwise, there was no explanation for the fact that the supposedly immortal True Dragon had not returned. If he was right, Feldway grieved and hated. Humans on Earth. No, not just humans, but elves, dwarves, beastmen, and even mages. He hated all demi-humans, that is to say, all of humanity. So he wanted to destroy them. The people who took Veldonova from us don't deserve to live. He would unite the world Veldonova had created with his own hands. And then he would condemn those who have committed the greatest crimes. That was Feldway's conclusion. Feldway grieved and hated humans on Earth. No, not just humans. Not just humans, but elves, dwarves, beastmen, and even Magin. He hated all demi-humans, that is to say, all of humanity. So he wanted to destroy them. The people who took Veldonova from us don't deserve to live. He would unite the world Veldonova had created with his own hands. And then he would condemn those who have committed the greatest crimes. That was Feldway's conclusion. He would take the world favored by the god Veldonova and dye it into his own color. destroy its diversity in order to create a world of his own. Lord Veldanava, if you want to punish me, then punish me. That is what I want. Now hurry, or there will be no more worlds.
Everything that was in my way is gone. Everyone else still believes in me. It's only a matter of time before I get rid of the police. What do you think it is? This is my perfect victory! That's
Zegion calmly walked up to Dino, who had been thinking long and hard. Is there anything else you would like to say? He asked. Haven't you just been hiding from me all this time to force out my cards? Don't be ridiculous, it's despicable. Of course, Zegion was unconcerned. Dino also realized this, and the conversation ended. Tension flared between the two. Dino knew Zegion's strength. This was an advantage for Dino, however. His trump card had also been exposed to Zegion. In that case, there was no other choice but to go head-to-head. Between Veldanava's strongest subordinate and Rimuru's strongest servant raged on. Diablo managed to clash blow for blow with Feldway's Genesis-level sword. Yet, Feldway remained confident. Even without his ultimate skills, he believed he could still defeat this mere demon. But then, Diablo unveiled his trump card, the ultimate destructive energy granted by Rimuru. For one of the few times in his life, Feldway felt fear. And then Diablo spoke. Feldway, you should be proud. You're the first person to make me reveal everything I have.